How pathetic can some people be?
Here's the thing. I went to the grocery store to get 6 items, and I had coupons for the items. I went to the grocery store to buy food, and I bought 100 hot dogs. There was a special at Rainbow's. 10 packs of hot dogs were 10 for $10. Somebody came up with that promotion, and it's obviously targeted specifically to me because Kobayashi doesn't live in the Minneapolis area. When I got to the register, I had my 6 items and the 100 hot dogs, and the cashier had the unfortunate task of telling me that my coupons didn't start till tomorrow. So I bought only 100 hot dogs. And I think he was like, well, he'll probably be back tomorrow for the rest of it. But in my head, I was like, because that's all I'll ever need. I didn't even buy buns or mustard. I was in such a religious state of hot dog ecstasy that I was just like, no, dude, I'm just going to raw dog it. Which, by the way, if you ever tell your girlfriend that you bought 100 hot dogs, don't say that you're raw dogging it. Because that means something different to them.
Dumbass of the day. 93.3 KZOZ.
Okay, so it's food bank time.
It is a season, isn't it?
Internationally, really, to be honest with you, because everybody's getting ready for the holidays. And over in Wales, they have a food bank drive tradition. It is called the Harvest Food Bank Drive. And people are encouraged to bring in canned food and all that stuff. Well, this happened at the Cardiff Food Bank on Thursday. They received a decades-old can of Heinz kidney soup. They were going through and sorting the cans.
Wait a second. You just said Heinz kidney soup.
Yes.
Like, what does that mean? Like kidney beans?
I'm hoping kidney beans, yes. I'm hoping they didn't harvest.
People aren't harvesting kidneys?
Yes. I'm turning it into a soup. The Heinz UK official Twitter account confirmed that the can of soup was so old that they discontinued making it 35 years ago. So they stopped making it 35 years ago. Who knows how long it had been. It had a old price tag on it, and the old price tag was the nation's old form of currency. It said it was 10D, whatever 10D is. But that was like a currency that the currency isn't even being used anymore that was used to purchase that can of soup.
See? Remember when I donated chicken broth to the can drive or to the food drive and you gave me a hard time?
Well, no, you were doing weren't you
that
doing... That
was not bad.
Weren't you doing the what you call it?
Every can you got a ticket, a raffle ticket.
Was it chicken broth or was it...
It was chicken broth.
It wasn't the top ramen that you're...
No. It was all chicken broth. Okay. I went to Costco and bought a case of it.
How much does a case of chicken broth cost?
I can't remember. It's probably like, I don't know, $6. I don't know what it costs.
What's the cheapest
But all
thing?
I know is that I fed 12 families.
I think those ranch beans at Costco are the best deal. They're like 8 cans for like $6 or something like that.
Good, yeah.
The
canned beans?
Yeah,
the ranch canned
the ones
beans,
with the black label.
Yeah.
Those are good. But I what happens is every time I'm there, I go and I buy a 8 case, I call it a case, but 8 cans of it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know if we have any more of those at home. So I'll take them home. Now I'm sitting on like 3 8 can packs of these things, and they actually expire pretty quick. Pretty quick is relative.
I don't believe these expiration dates. Just like the born-on dates for beer.
Really? Would you eat kidney soup?
No, I wouldn't eat kidney soup if it was brand new and you gave it to me and it was canned yesterday. I do not want to eat kidney soup. But I'm just saying, when it's in a can and it's airtight and there's no light can get to it, it's fine. It's good for a long time.
So you would eat up some kidney soup that was over 35 years old.
I mean, if I was hungry enough, yes.
It's funny because the food bank really did a good job in putting a spin on this, because it could have been, obviously they're look at this thing and be like, throw it out. That's what I would do if I worked at the food bank, but I'm not a marketer. The fundraising manager for the food bank said, if anybody would want to give us a lot of money for it, it should probably be in a museum. It's so old.
That's very true. Good work. Did he get any takers?
I don't know. It's still just kind of sitting there, probably on her desk, like
So gross.
as one of those problems of the day
Number
that
one,
need to be accounted for.
I've never even heard of kidney bean soup.
It's not kidney bean soup.
I
It's
know.
just kidney
It's
soup.
kidney soup, which is even worse.
See,
What are those-
40
are those
years,
beef
40 years
kidneys
ago,
or-
40 years ago, they did not have to be forthcoming with the ingredients that was
Yeah.
in foods.
Think how things have changed. Thank God in 40 years. You would never see kidney soup on the shelf anymore. Back when we were kids, didn't matter.
Well, Heinz doesn't even make it anymore.
Well, think about it. So if it expired 10 years ago,
No. We don't know when it expired. There's no expiration date on it. The
was just
soup they stopped manufacturing the soup 35 years ago.
I see.
I mean, you should see it.
It's been in the can a long
There's
time.
a picture over on our Facebook page. This thing is rusty. It looks like it was like taken off the shores of Normandy, okay?
And some JOB sent that to the food bank? That's awful. That is really bad. That is terrible. That is a bad human.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, talk about karma.
I mean, it had to be hopefully a mistake, because if you did that on purpose, you know
how the person who donated that can of kidney soup dies? Starvation. Right there. That's karma right there. That's food bank
I won't
karma.
even donate my underwear to Goodwill. And my wife's like, "Oh, donate it. They wash." I go, "There's holes in it." She goes, "Oh yeah, well, let me see the holes."
Do
Like,
unto
oh,
others.
that's fine. They're small.
Let this be
No.
a nice reminder to anybody donating to the food bank. Don't go through your pantry and look for stuff that is either expired or close to being expired to donate to the food bank. Just be nice and donate something.
Here's
nice.
someone who can't even go to the grocery store to feed their family. They have to go to the food bank. And what are you going to do? You're going to give them a rusty can of beans or whatever that is? Bad enough they have to eat kidney soup as it is.
Well, we don't know if it's beans. It could be kidneys. Congratulations to the jerk that donated a can of soup that's probably 50 years old. You're Jeff and Jeremy's.
Dumbass of the day. It's Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. 93.3 KZOZ rocks.
I was trying to find the ingredients to kidney soup because I really want to know what the hell's going on with that. And I have not, unfortunately,
Do we eat
had much
kidneys of
luck.
anything? I mean, is that do we eat the kidneys of
I have never had a kidney.
chicken? What's chicken liver? Chicken.
That's a liver. not
What's a
kidney.
gizzard? What's a gizzard?
Gizzard is not a kidney.
What is
I
it?
think it's gizzards. I don't know. What is a chicken gizzard? I think it may be something from the throat. Chicken gizzard. My dad used to eat them all the time, so then I used to eat them. And it's really awful because it's so chewy. But if
They just deep fry
them
it,
and
yeah.
you put some hot sauce on them, then
I mean,
they're
hell,
pretty
you
good.
deep fry some kidneys, maybe it's good. I'm hoping that it's kidney beans. They just left the operative word out of kidney soup, and that being beans. But that can of soup. Now, aren't you going to go
my
home
God.
today and look for the oldest item in your cupboard that is the,
No, because I've already cleaned it out. I that's kind of my thing. My wife gets annoyed that I buy so many canned products at Costco because you have to buy a case. But I make a lot of soups and chilies, so I've always
add
got
up.
a case
It's
on
never.
hand.
I've never been down to my last can of anything in my pantry, which I guess is that's not. It's a good thing to be able to say that, But there are like cans back there that I'm like, why do we buy this? What the hell do we need this for? Like, why do we need garbanzo beans? Who's making hummus or putting them on a salad in our house? Okay, we're not a restaurant, for God's sakes. Let's throw these out.
By the way, the gizzard is some part of the digestive tract in chickens.
Oh, nice. So that's
So-
where the poop travels through.
Yeah.
Nice.
What was the one thing that you hated eating
Hope you're not sitting down to a nice heaping helping of chicken gizzards for breakfast this
growing
morning.
up? What was the one thing that was to make you almost gag? What did you have anything, number one, that your grandparents or your mom or anybody?
Well,
would
everything
cook
when I
for
was
you?
real young, because if I didn't like the way it looked, I would force myself to gag, thus sending a message to whoever the deliverer would be.
You ever eat the spinach out of a can? I mean, I was a big Popeye fan.
I actually liked it.
That was awful.
I actually like spinach out of it.
Yeah, it was all soggy and it came
I know.
out and it was just
I
like
don't
this,
anymore.
this plop.
I don't anymore, but I did as a child for whatever reason.
Ham hock and navy bean soup would make me just lose
The
it.
smell of it is
the
disgusting.
smell alone
Smells like somebody boiling socks.
yeah, it might as well have been soggy.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.